Shut the hell. Hello?
Where the hell you been? The fans are waiting for you.
What?
We got a show in 5 minutes, so
Oh,
get up
shit.
and get over.
Over the span of 4 days, a lot has happened in my life. I posted a video on Sunday and now it has almost 1,000 views. Well, by the time you see this, it might have over that. So yeah, congrats to me. Yay! And congrats to all of y'all for watching. Then on Monday, I reached 60 subs. And then today, which is Tuesday, I reached 70 subs. And I also saw Zootopia 2 today with my best friend. So yeah, it was a pretty good fucking day. You may be wondering why I skipped Saturday. And I'll say right now, it's not because I got a haircut that day. Okay, that's always a good thing. The reason I skipped Saturday is because I happened to make one of the biggest financial mistakes of my life that day. I bought a ticket to see FNAF 2 in theaters. Yeah, I know. Looking back on it, I feel like a fucking idiot. I mean, $9 just wasted like that on fucking FNAF. Just makes me sick to my fucking stomach, man. Just thinking about it. I could have bought something good with that money. I could have went to Starbucks with that money. And I spent it on that fuck ass movie. I just need a bit of red out. It's just so fucking stupid, man. I'm sorry. Let me lock in. With that being said, Zootopia 2 is peak, and today we're gonna be talking about one of the worst live-action movie franchises I've ever seen in my fucking life. Five Nights at Freddy's. If you made it this far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I make videos like this every week, so you'll be getting content like this every week. And with that out the way, let's get started. Now, if you're not familiar with the games or the lore, I'm probably the worst person to ask about that shit because I just don't care enough to actually learn it. But I'll give you the rundown of the games. Basically, in Five Nights at Freddy's, you're playing as a security guard, right? And you're on the night shift at this pizzeria where the animatronics come to life at night and they try to kill you.
No! Oh, fucking fuck!
So basically, you have to stay alive throughout the night and make it to the morning. That's basically what the games are about, or at least the first one. Now, the first game came out in 2014, and since then, there have been many sequels, novels, graphic novels, a fuck ton of lore, parodies, parody songs about said parodies, a whole lot of fucking shit. And in 2023, they released the first FNAF movie, which was a critical flop but a box office hit. Now, with the first movie, I actually like it, you know? I mean, yes, it is a bad movie by normal movie standards, but for a horror movie about animatronics that kill people, it's not a bad movie. The plot's pretty basic, the characters are pretty stale, the writing could have been way fucking better than it was, but I feel like the animatronics and the set design really made the movie for me, you know? Because like, those are the two most important things when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. The locations and the animatronics. They had to get that shit right. And you know what? They did. They spared no expense in that shit. Despite everything I said before, the main complaint I have with the movie is the amount of fan service, because it feels like the fan service takes priority over the actual plot, which is a huge no-no because Star Wars is the same fucking thing and I fucking hated it. Like, I genuinely hated that shit. They brought Lando Calrissian back for Rise of Skywalker, and the whole time I was in the theater watching that shit, I was like, why the fuck is he here? I got off track a little bit, but basically I would get the first FNAF movie a 6 out of 10. It's not great, it's not perfect, it's not even pretty good, it's just good, okay? It's just a good movie. Now, as for the sequel, that shit was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever felt more bored watching a movie than watching FNAF 2 in theaters. Like, I almost fell asleep like twice. That's how fucking bored I was. I mean, where do I even start, dude? The writing was ass, all the characters felt like they got lobotomies. The animatronics put up at the end like it was a fucking Avengers movie. William Afton had one fucking scene and it was in a fucking dream sequence. Abby genuinely did not learn shit from the first movie because she still wants to be friends with these fucking animatronics even if they tried killing everybody in the first fucking movie. The villain's reasoning for wanting to kill everybody was also pretty stupid in my opinion. I'm gonna get into spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, actually, you know what? Fuck the spoiler warning, okay? You're gonna hear this shit so you don't gotta fucking pay to see it. So in the opening scene, we see Charlotte, right? And Charlotte gets killed by William Afton at the first Freddy Fazbear's location. And the reason she's all mad at the adults in the movie is because she saw this kid getting kidnapped by William Afton so he could get killed. And then she tried telling the adults that someone was getting kidnapped, and all of the adults told her the fuck off. Now, there's two problems I have with this. One, no adult is gonna dismiss a kid saying someone got kidnapped. That's just lazy ass writing. Like, there's nothing wrong with trying to go to the back and save the kid herself, okay? That seems like something a kid would do in these kinds of movies. But you're telling me that she told all these adults someone was getting kidnapped and now one single adult actually listened to her? Yeah, fuck that shit. And two, I think her wanting to kill every adult in the movie just because of those specific adults is also dumb as hell. And like, I get it, she's a kid that got killed and none of the adults helped her, so she felt resentment towards every adult. I get it. But at the same time, again, it's just lazy ass writing. Like, it makes more sense to go after the specific adults that didn't help her instead of every fucking adult she can get her hands on. Like, what sense does that make? That's actually just dog shit writing. So with all that being said, FNAF 2 is generally one of the worst sequels I've ever seen, and it just so happens to be the worst movie I've seen this year. Like, World of Worlds is a better movie than this, and that movie's also ass, but you know what? At least it was funny bad. This is just boring. It's just fucking boring. You're such a bore. And this is the thing with me, I'm gonna level with y'all. Even with bad movies, I still find some enjoyment out of them, okay? Sometimes I like watching a bad movie, but with this, nigga, I'm not touching this movie ever again. I genuinely regret paying for this shit every fucking day. Like, the idea that I paid $9 to watch this movie in theaters is actually just pissing me off. I feel like I'm rambling, but I would give FNAF like a 2 out of 10. Now, with the review of my movies out the way, I will say this. I feel like the movies have a lot of potential to be good. You know, Five Nights at Freddy's is a very interesting concept, you know? You have animatronics that are embodied by the ghosts of kids that were murdered by a fucking monster. That is a perfect premise to a movie. And I feel like that's the main thing that pisses me off about these movies. Like, they have the potential to be good. The problem is they're being held back by shitty ass writing and characters that just feel so fucking one-dimensional, you don't even give a shit about them. Like, real shit though, if Mike or Vanessa were to die in the next movie, I would not give a fuck. I really wouldn't. I'd probably be rooting for the animatronics, I'm not gonna lie. Now back to the writing. With the writing, it's specifically just this. Get an actual person that knows how to write movies, okay? Scott Cawthon is the complete opposite of what can happen when the creator of a popular franchise is too involved. Now, some good examples would be J.K. Rowling or Rick Riordan or Stephen King, you know? They're all involved in the making of these movies and TV shows, right? And the movies and TV shows are good because of that, you know? Because they're overseeing everything, making sure nothing important gets changed. But see, here's the difference between them and Scott. They're just reviewing scripts that were already made by people that actually know how to write scripts. Meanwhile, Scott is actually writing them himself, as if he knows how to write a fucking movie script. Like, get the fuck out the writer's room, Scott, okay? You are not Tyler Perry. And even that's a bad example, because Tyler Perry sucks too. Now let's compare the FNAF movies to another video game franchise that has movies. The live-action Sonic movies had to be some of the best video game movies I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm not even that big of a Sonic fan, but these movies actually got me interested in the lore and the games and the TV shows, all that shit. And it mainly has to do with the fact that the movies are actually good. Like, Sega is making sure these movies are actually good, which I can't blame them. I mean, if I was making a movie about a popular character I owned, I would want to make sure it's good too. Unlike some people. But yes, the Sonic movies are actually good because they actually care to make good movies with good scripts, good characters, good conflicts, good plot devices, all that shit. It's all important, and Sega understands that. Paramount understands that. Everyone making these fucking movies understands that. So when I see a shitty ass video game movie franchise like fucking FNAF, it actually pisses me off because they can do better, but the problem is they don't want to do better. They're doing the bare fucking minimum. So fuck you, Blumhouse, and fuck you, Scott Cawthon, because you're doing a bum-ass job. But yeah, with that being said, the FNAF movies definitely have a lot to learn about being good. Hopefully with the third movie they get it together, but I honestly doubt it. Like, at this point, I don't really give a shit, man. I'm not paying money to see that shit in theaters, that's for sure. I'm that shit. But with that, this has been Xavier Rants coming at you with Rants. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to put a comment, put it in the comment section. Follow me on TikTok. I do occasional lives on there. You can come and chat with me if you want to. And everything else can be found in the link tree, link in description. Other than that, adios.